14 or 15 at high school. Pretty soon after that, we were playing together in Sam's garage. Immediately we discovered we were into the same kinds of music. We all play guitar, so it made sense to do that. And we played in like a rock band for 2 years. That split up, and then but the three of us stayed together and formed Two Door Cinema Club about 3 years ago.
At the time, it was kind of like alternative, like rock music, like At the Drive-In and like early Biffy Clyro and the Mars Volta, and yeah, I guess bands like that we loved them, and we kind of tried to do covers of them really badly because we weren't very good at the time. So those are the kind of bands that we originally kind of bonded over, because I guess we kind of had the feeling that, well, I know I did, that everyone I knew before I met these guys was like, I was friends with them, but they didn't listen to the same kind of music, and then I didn't really think anyone else was listening to that stuff when at my age. I think it was the penultimate song we wrote before the record.
Well, Come Back Home is about the end of a relationship with one of my ex-girlfriends. There's two songs on the record, which are Cigarettes in the Theatre and Come Back Home. One marks the start of that relationship, and Come Back Home marks the end of it. And yeah, I think those two songs are the only two kind of love-based songs, I guess, on the record.
My parents were always like very, very supportive of us, and used to help us. I think at one point they bought a box of t-shirts for us so we could sell them because we couldn't afford to buy them and stuff. So, and my brother had done it, he's in a band, and he'd kind of not gone to university before me. So yeah, my parents were very supportive of me and us. So they didn't take much convincing.
I had to sell it to my parents as a year out, so I applied for university, and I forgot to defer my entry, but I was supposed to for next year. But then obviously things kind of went really well, and I didn't need to. So now they're fine. Very happy.
My parents weren't happy at all. Like, they wanted me to go and have an education. My mum's a teacher, and my dad is a university professor. So they're kind of very, you need an education, you need this security, and they're just very skeptical. And with every right to be. It's a very, very kind of tough industry to break. And but I guess I kind of convinced them to let me have a try, and I think I've won them around now. They're a lot more supportive now that I'm kind of getting by doing it.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal producer. He's kind of we've always been the same. We kind of have to, in any decision we make, it just has to feel right. It's kind of just like instinct that they're the right person to work with, or instinct that this song's the right song. And we met up with him.
It almost didn't happen with Eliot though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we he called us up first of all and had a talk with us, like a kind of conference call, and he just didn't really get it, and we were just like, this guy's not for us. Like, we don't want him to make the record. And we were over in London, and he was free, and we thought, we'll give him another chance and we'll go meet up with him. And he just sat down and he just said, I'm really sorry. I didn't really listen to your music before I called you last time. And he just talked about the record, and everything was exactly as we had envisioned it. So he was just like, we're really lucky that we did, have that second meeting and got that chance, because I think he was the perfect producer for that record.
Yeah, there's a cinema near where we're from called the Tudor Cinema, but I thought it was pronounced Tudor, which is kind of more American, right? Like, I think American people say Tudor, and obviously I wouldn't say Tudor because I'm not American.
Tudor?
Well, that's my impression of American accent. So I don't obviously say it with an American accent. But anyway, so I suggested the band name Two Door Cinema Club, and they were like, yeah, great, what is the Two Door Cinema Club? And I was trying to explain, and apparently it's pronounced Tudor. So we changed the spelling to Two Door to stress the silliness of myself.